Is this a will call window?
Yes, sir.
I was supposed to get 2 tickets that's under the name of Danny Abramovitz for Bill Orth.
Oh, okay, there you are.
Oh, jump, Hoosey Fee. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You got any left at all?
No, sir.
No standing room, nothing?
No, sir, we don't sell standing room. It's sold out.
I'm supposed to have some tickets here.
What's the name, sir?
Flowers. Ron Flowers.
From one of the teams?
Quarterback of Dallas was supposed to have called down here and got me a couple seats.
Well, we didn't have any tickets to give him because we didn't have any to sell.
Not a week ago or 10 days ago.
No, sir, we sure didn't. Super Bowl's been sold out for 2 months.
Hello. I wonder if you have 2 tickets here, please. My name is Mason.
Mason?
Yeah, they were left by Jack Newman.
No, sir.
No, not yet. I'll have to check.
No Mason.
No tickets?
No, sir.
Oh, would you check again? I'm sure they were left here. They were left
No.
by Mr. Newman.
From a team?
Huh?
From a
no,
team?
he's with the office. He's with the league office.
No, I don't have any.
Because I just talked to him this morning.
I'm sorry, he hasn't come yet.
Could you just look through the box one more
I did
time?
look.
Well, could you check again? I'm sure they're here.
I did. I have no Newman.
Oh, there's got to be. It must be some mistake. Could you look maybe in the office or somewhere?
They're all out here in this box.
Well, it's impossible. I mean, I came all the way down from New York for the game.
Well, you'll have to wait for the gentleman to leave them, to bring
Well,
them.
he told me he left them already. I already talked to him. I called him from the hotel.
Well, you'll have to call him back.
Oh, this is impossible. I came all the way down here for this game.
I'm sorry, sir.
Well, can I have your name, please? Because there's going to have to be something done about this.
Ella May.
I'm sorry?
Ella May.
Ella May?
Mhm.
Now, what's your last name?
Weatherwax.
Miss Weatherwax?
Mhm.
Because I'm going to have to check into this. I hope
Mrs.
you realize-
Weatherwax.
Mrs. Weatherwax?
Yes.
All right. This is just inexcusable. I don't know how you can run an office like this.
Well, we do pretty good job.
Okay, Weatherwax. Thank you.
Take a blimp ride.
In Jacksonville, 68-yard touchdown. Jacksonville back to Ian, Dan, and Evans. Yeah, he's smiling. Mahomes, he's smiling too. Sammy Watkins, touchdown. The Legion of Zoom strikes again. 3rd and 2. Minshew. The toss, the ball is free. And looped up. Breeland has got it for Kansas City. And that is the first career fumble for Leonard Fournette. Mahomes throwing from the dirt. Up top and open for the touchdown. First play of the quarter. DeMarcus Robinson beats the Raiders secondary for the score. About 5-7 yards to comfortable. They're explosive. Hey, going big again. There's Hartman, and the rookie has his first NFL touchdown. Can't stop the clock. Plenty of time, and they've got another one-on-one for Robinson, and he makes the catch. What an effort! Incredible performance by DeMarcus Robinson. To the outside, Hartman a juggle. Hartman's got ridiculous speed. Can he get into open space? He can! McCole Hartman out of bounds. Chelsea in motion. First down, Kansas City under 8 minutes to go first half. Mahomes deep drop. Off his back foot. Uncorks. Hauled in. Touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson. 17. Boy remains in there. Mahomes looking to throw it. He will. Delivers downfield. Catch made. McCole Hartman. Goodbye. A blur. Touchdown, Kansas City. Right now facing a 3rd and 10. Jackson in trouble. Jackson has sacked Frank Clark.
Good coverage in the secondary, just a 4-man rush.
Because that helped them win the ball game. Here, Stafford is buried. The Chiefs get through with heavy pressure, and Chris Jones was there. They will run it to Johnson and lunges forward. We got to be careful with that football. He did not get in. Tyrann Mathieu.
That's a great observation.
From the Detroit 46-yard line, that's where we begin with Mahomes on a blitz. He's rolling. Mahomes in trouble, throws back across his body. Oh, and a flip to McCoy from Kelsey. Look at this. McCoy in the open field. That was sick. Chiefs showing blitz. Here they come. Free runner. Stafford in trouble, and he's decked. A huge loss. Tyrann Mathieu comes on. He was untouched, and the Chiefs with a big play on third down. Mahomes, pressure, looking to run it, and he's going to pick it up. Patrick Mahomes all the way out to the 49. They played man coverage, and Mahomes burned them. They make a case there. Mahomes, the give again, and Williams is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Running back, second down and 16. 80 seconds of the quarter. Mahomes keeps his eyes down. Williams slings it on 18-yard line. Mahomes flushed out again. Oh, way back. Turning the corner. Fires downfield. Caught. Touchdown. Only Mahomes. Byron Pringle. Overall pick in the draft. Out of Notre Dame, second and 9. Steps up in the air, fires, picked off at the 5-yard line. Intercepted by Ty Mathieu. And Mathieu all the way back to the 35-yard line.
Right arm rocket.
With the Philadelphia, second and 6. And the pass down the sideline is pulled in by Hardman.
Here is McCoy. Wow, what a run by LaShawn McCoy. He takes it into Denver territory to the 49. Second down and 9 here for the Broncos, down by 7. Ball is out. There for the Chiefs, and Ragland takes it in for the touchdown. Knocked out by Hitchens. Flacco swallowed up, another sack. 7 on the night for this KC defense.
Or Andy Reid is the play caller to force them to drive the football and make plays.
Moore steps up, floats it. Hill behind the defense. He is gone for the touchdown. No flags. Flacco with a flag down is brought down again.
And another hold by Garrett Bowles. You see, he's got Frank Clark.
Offense number 72.
Rodgers. Look at that protection. Now he's finally flushed out. And he gets sacked at the 5-yard line. Zano Passanio. Williams. Quarterback. Fake toss. Deep downfield. Wide open. Kelsey. Touchdown. Off the line in the slot. And Rodgers on third down. Surveys. Look out. Down he goes at the 19-yard line. Emmanuel Akbar comes in.
Another fake. Moore all day. Gonna let it fly. Going for Tyreek Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Kansas City. Blitz coming. Picked up by Williams. They still get through. Moore floats it. And one-handed catch. Sammy Watkins. Very quiet, and there he is. They'll run here for a big game. Oh, look at this. Williams! All the way! Touchdown!
I don't think they've been doubling Kelsey, but I'd start thinking about it.
Pressure on Moore, throwing, going deep. He's got a man wide open! And coming back to catch it is Tyreek Hill, making a move across the field, and another big play to Hill. Four-man rush. Moore senses, going to throw it deep, looking for a Hill. He's got it! Oh, Tyreek Hill! How did he grab that one? 1 yards.
Two things, Kevin. Tyreek Hill finds the football before Trey Waynes does, and then he's more physical.
Kick is up, and it is blitz. They back off. Pressure still on Cousins, and he's dropped. He gets it off. It's incomplete to the Chiefs defense. What a series. Harrison Butker trying to be the hero. Game over.
Through the first 9 weeks. 3rd and 4, Deion Lewis in the game. And Tannehill gets knocked down. Chris Jones on him quickly. The ball was on the ground, and they're saying it's recovered by Kansas City. From the gun, Tannehill in trouble. Thrown down. Akbar, we had just mentioned, was it blitz? Mahomes jumps in the air and completes it. Look out! Afterburner time. Hardman to the end zone for the touchdown. My goodness, sir, there's some things to look back on this one.
In a long distance touchdowns. 2nd and 3. Rivers.
We've been talking bad about this defense as far as the run.
Tries that under move. Rivers steps up to the end zone. Oh no! Intercepted by Sorensen. 4th interception thrown by Rivers.
Starting to figure out his system with each passing week. And here we go on defense with the steal of the run back. It's Thornhill, the rookie, for his first NFL touchdown on the pick 6. Extra point is blocked. And here he goes the other way with Ward. Ward can take it for 2. Ward's going to go all the way. No one near him. Passanio knocked it down. 41 yards. Blocked. Blocked and picked up by Ward. It was Passanio who knocked it down. In the league, there were 5 blocked field goal attempts. We got another one here. Kansas City. 2nd and 25. Coming after him again. He got hit again. Got an open man. And it's caught at the 15 and taking it to the house is McCole Hardman, the rookie. They bring Hill to the backfield. Look at this formation. If they're pressuring him here, this is probably not going to end well. It's Kelsey who takes the direct snap and takes it in for the touchdown. It was Kelsey in that bizarre formation. Coming in quickly on him, and they finally get to him. It's Frank Clark, who missed practice all week long. This is the game. Up the middle, the pass to the end zone, knocked down by Breland. Incomplete. Denying Edelman, denying the Patriots.
Instead of escape routes, Kansas City is on the move at the 41. Mahomes will dial up a deep ball. Got a touchdown, Tyreek Hill. Not tried a 2-pointer this year. Where the motion man? Mahomes weaves out of trouble, sidesteps, throws, and gets the conversion to Watkins.
Line to the right. Send Ware over in that direction. Meanwhile, Mahomes is going to go the other way. He's going to keep it. He's going to take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Chiefs.
It's a block from Sherman. It's a block from Thompson. He's off to the races. Cuts inside. You can kiss him goodbye. This has really been sitting a long time. Houston, Damian Williams. Blocked by Kelsey. Blocked by Elizabeth. Oh, he spins free. There he goes. It's a foot race. Perriman trying to get him. There he goes for 6. Galloping 84 yards. 37. Going deep. Oh, he's got him. He's got Hill. At the 30. Inside. Works on the linebacker, Drew Tranquil. Back to Sherman. The offset eye was Sherman, the fullback, the block there, and by Bell. And brilliant. Digs and turns. Corkscrews for 6. What a run. Touchdown.
touchdown. He's contributed in his couple of weeks of action here. Coming after Watson. Frank Clark has him with the sack back in possession. Last time, we talked about it, right? Week 6, 39-48 was 12 seconds shy of a 40-minute domination. And a return coming! It's Hardman! Johnson has an angle on him. They step out. They don't say step down. He takes it another 40 yards. Now the guy comes up and marks it at the 42. Pass caught on the run for the touchdown. Damian Williams. The right side now moves to the left. Here's Mahomes. Open field for a moment. He may have been past the line of scrimmage. It's called a touchdown. I tell you, this is going to be close Chiefs territory. Don't see it yet for this snap. Houston with the jump. Great play perhaps for the Chiefs. And it's Sammy Watkins running around that secondary. Still breaking free. Make it to Henry. Toss it to Davis, and he is pummeled by Tyrann Mathieu. Read it all the way. Second and 10 as that Tennessee defense drops back. That's long and try to make a diving. Tipped in, Mahomes on tiptoes. Inside the 10. Still not down. What a run! Out of this world! Touchdown, Kansas City! And they get to him back at the 35. Passanio has the football, but he's whistled down there. And that right there makes the football get less time. Swings it way down the field to Watkins. Sammy Watkins for the touchdown. Just beat the play clock. Tannehill. Pressure. Oh, he goes down. Frank Clark got him. And this game is over.
Bring it in, gentlemen. Gentlemen, congratulations and welcome to Super Bowl 54, the championship game of the National Football League centennial season. I have a commemorative coin. The 100 is heads. The Super Bowl logo is tails. San Francisco, you are the visitors. What is your call?
Tails.
He's called tails. It is tails.
Defer.
San Francisco has deferred. You want the ball? You want the ball? Hold on. You want the ball? Which way do you want to kick? You got it.
Here's a little toss to Deebo Samuel over the right side. Big play. Still going. In the red zone. Bobby Gold from 38. First points of the game belong to the 49ers. On first down, Mahomes brought down. Buckner was there, joined by Andy Reid. He pulls a little trick play out of his own. You got Mahomes and that move there on the ship, then gives free access for Williams in order to get the snap from center. They just hit it right up the gut. Mahomes looking to flip, takes it in for the touchdown. Backfield as Mahomes pivots around. Jaquaski Tart, he's kind of in no man's land at that point. The linebackers are out of position, and if he tries to come up and take Mahomes, he Garoppolo able to stay upright. Breland is there for Kansas City. interception. First turnover of the game. Rashawn Breland, who made that previous play. Heavy pressure by Chris Jones. And then they hit by Mike Fennell. The pick by Breland. Mahomes for Watkins. Found a hole inside the 30. Fullback. Quick snap. Handoff to Coleman. Nice run. Tevin Coleman down near the 25. A carry of 17 yards. And the ground game is starting to work for the 49ers. That's that power game inside. Garoppolo keeps play action. Passes caught. Use check. Touchdown. On top of it, but Nick Bosa knocked it out of the hands of Mahomes and a loss of 2 picks.
Soft shell coverage now.
3rd down and 12. Mahomes fires, pass, pick. Warner got it for San Francisco. And now each quarterback has thrown an interception. Tyreek Hill was the target. Warner had 1 interception during the regular season. His biggest. Jack gets a big play off of it. Handoff here. It's Mostert. He is in for the touchdown. Back for the playoffs.
We got something down here with Cole Hardman on Richard Sherman.
Mahomes is swallowed up for the sack by Buckner. Mahomes pass behind and picked. Intercepted by the 49ers. Off the arm of Tyreek Hill and into the arms of Tarvarius Moore. Is nearly picked by Kendall Fuller as he came flashing through. Garoppolo airs it out. Sanders downfield is overthrown. And now with 1:33 left, it's 4th and 10.
See what they can do if they don't pick it up. Defense is going to have to come out and make something happen.
Play clock is... They're going to let the play go. It's not going to matter as Garoppolo now not incomplete. Clark was there and had pressure for the Kansas City defense. That was awfully close to delay a game, and there is a flag down, but that happened during the play.
Rolling on the field as the quarterback is in the ground. Therefore, the play is dead. There is no illegal touching. 1st down, Kansas City.
Kansas City takes over. Shut that play down. Obviously, now 2nd and 6. Williams makes a cut and will roll into the end zone for the touchdown. No flag.
yards. Clearly he does not. Anthony Sherman, the fullback, he's the one who really helped secure the edge. A bad angle, and it's good night, San Francisco.
38 yards for Damian Williams. And the Chiefs now with 3 straight fourth quarter touchdown drives to lead by 11. Coming up next, the Amazon postgame show featuring the Vince Lombardi Trophy and Disney Parks MVP Award presentations. Chiefs can taste it. Andy Reid has been at this a long time, 21 years as a head coach in the NFL. He's been with Kansas City now for 7. He has the most career wins of any coach in history without a Super Bowl victory. And he's a minute 12 away from delivering the Hunt family and the Kansas City Chiefs their second Super Bowl win 50 years after their first.
Pretty good stuff. Patrick Mahomes, we talked about it. He was not on his game, was not playing his best football.
Patrick Mahomes, this after the touchdown, hugs. Chiefs able to exhale. Power and Light District back in Kansas City going crazy with those great Chiefs and sports fans. But how many players have come and gone? Great players, great coaches for the Chiefs that have not been able to taste this moment. This is picked. Kendall Fuller up to get it. And that will end this game with under a minute to go. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs now with 3 straight postseason wins after trailing by 10 or more points. And Andy Reid gets to celebrate with his team.
Yeah, they're going to run around or just throw this thing up and try to run out the rest of this clock.
And they have done it. Chiefs are Super Bowl champions here in Miami as they win it here in Super Bowl 54. Kansas City outscored San Francisco 21-0 over the last 6 minutes.
you